was a big fight against Casper Ruud in the semi-finals. I don't know how he had any more fuel left in his tank, but he still had the power to go toe to toe with. And in fact, he dominated Rublev in the first set, and then second set Rublev came back, but third set again he completely obliterated him. So fantastic one by Tsitsipas. But like he said in his post-match conference, he's just working his way to trying to win his first Grand Slam title. So that's his ambition for this year, Grand Slam. All these defeating people is to get to the Grand Slam. So
It's
wait to
okay.
see how it will pan out. But this is going to be such an interesting year. Sasha Zverev is back. I saw him
Praise
play. Yeah, he's back from that
God.
injury. Saw him play. Alcaraz is also back from the muscle tear. So and he's ready to try. I mean, after you reach world number one at 20, you have to conquer more hills.
He's
So
like, yo,
yeah, there's a lot
space
to
is the
do.
limit.
Yeah, there's a lot to do for him. So I can't wait for this season to get into a full swing because the battle will be epic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's gonna have to be real epic for us to get that kind of high. All right, and Croatia beat injury hit Morocco 2-1 in the World Cup third place playoff on Saturday to leave Qatar on a high after again surpassing expectations following their run to the final in 2018.
Yes, so 2018 they won silver, 2022 they won bronze. So basically they've been on the podium in the last two World Cups. Even if it
They've
did
been
feel
trying.
even if it did feel like regression, I don't think many people at the start of this tournament had Croatia in top three.
Hmm.
Not many
I
people.
have to
Yeah,
say,
but as the tournament went on, they came to the party. But it was a brilliant third place. And like I said on Friday before the match, the injuries for Morocco were a bit too much. They were walking wounded. They were completely wounded. So it was a struggle for me to see how Croatia would have come into this game and still lose to this Morocco side. But Croatia started the game off well. They scored a goal. Morocco did not give them 2 minutes to settle. They responded, and I think Morocco did still, despite the fact that you could say, okay, Croatia eventually won the match. I think there were some calls that if Morocco would have had, maybe would have had extra time and even penalties.
mm,
But at the end of the day, it was a befitting third place. It was not like people were consoling themselves with it. Both teams went at it. Both teams played great football. Unfortunately, for Morocco, they couldn't get the podium finish. But they can leave this tournament, I mean, proud and with dignity, knowing that they became the first African team to reach the semi-finals.
mm-hmm,
They put up a good show,
mm-hmm.
and they fought a great fight. What I know is that when they come to AFCON, they will be reminded why they haven't won it in a while. Because you can't that this football that they played is
It
for
was
World Cup.
beautiful, yeah.
It was beautiful. It was pretty. It was fantastic.
It's not for
It was
Africa.
tactical. It's for the World Cup. It's not for CAF. It's not for AFCON. AFCON, it's a different kettle of fish entirely. But yeah, congratulations to Morocco. They did well. They were well represented. Congratulations to Croatia. Played a brilliant game. But at the end of the day, it came down to last night. Last
Oh
night
boy,
for
last
both
night.
teams.
Speaking about last night, so Cisco Delgado says, I will tell my grandchildren that PHCN didn't allow me to watch the finals last night. That's what's going down last night. So French coach Didier Deschamps said the way his team lost Sunday's World Cup final against Argentina was cruel after they came from behind twice over the course of the game, only to succumb in a penalty shootout. The tears, man.
I don't know exactly.
The tears.
They fought and still lost.
France will have been crying.
I want to say this though. I want to, and I know people are going to just be mad, but the thing is, it was more Argentina dropping the ball than France fighting for it. Because I mean, if you watch the match, you can argue in your own private time, but when you think about it, you understand what I'm trying to say. Argentina from the minute the referee no before the referee started the match, Argentina's adrenaline was here. They were pumped up, and they came into that match and they rushed the French like hot rice. Like they were all over them from the start. They had the energy, they had the urgency, they had the play, they had the passes.
They didn't have the stamina.
And they had everything. They even had the stamina. They had everything. The French had nothing.
And yeah, the French managed to get 2 in.
which is
Sure, it
which
was
is what
Mbappe. The French had Mbappe.
which is why I said they dropped the ball, which is where I'm coming to.
Uh-huh.
So it was a brilliant display. And when they went 2 goals up, they could have gone 3 goals up, they could have gone 4 goals up. The French
I
had
would have
nothing.
rested.
And Didier Deschamps tried everything. Think about it. Didier Deschamps removed his first choice to play his fourth choice just so that he was tweaking all. At this point in time, I kid you not, people will say Didier Deschamps was trying some tactical thing. No, he wasn't. He was just gambling. You know, it was already hopeless at some point. So just like, let me just throw on Coleman and see if today is the day that some magic comes out. He just wanted to try anything to see if it stuck. And the French managed to stay in it. And this is why I will say it's Argentina that dropped the ball. And they did the same thing with the Dutch. They did the same thing with Saudi Arabia. You've seen them over the tournament just doing these things. Played to 80 minutes. They had only 10 minutes. So 10 minutes to the end of the match. Then Otamendi did the most stupid thing I've seen an adult do. And yes, I've said it. I've never seen an adult do that thing. The ball comes to you. The ball is Otamendi is ahead at this point in time, and the ball is there. There's no need to try and control it. There's no need to try and play out of the back. Clear your lines. Boot this ball away. This old man started to contest with a 20-year-old boy for pace. Of course, the boy with pace beat him. And then he now had to foul the ball in the 18-yard box. It didn't make any sense. As soon as I saw that ball come, I just said, Otamendi, clear it. Otamendi didn't listen. Penalty, Mbappe scores 2-1. And you know how the Argentines are. If they concede one, they will concede two. Those 2 goals came in the space of 2 minutes. You understand? In the space of 2 minutes. And it was the way they considered, it was the mistakes that they made. So which is why I'm saying it wasn't that France did anything exciting. It's that Argentina dropped the ball. Because when they went to extra time, because after...
But I have to say, look, I'm sorry, but what a way for France to take advantage of
Oh, no, that's it. It's brilliant. Just take advantage. They were offered and they took advantage. I'm not saying they were sad not to take advantage. I'm just saying they were not as brilliant as they could have been. And that was not the expectation, because for most of the match, I'm sure a lot of you were like me saying, this thing is boring. Is this thing really a final? Why did France come here? Why did
quickly you spoke? You did not know.
Like, what kind of silly match is this? But Argentina made 2 crucial mistakes. France scored the goal, and then France had the momentum. They now had the momentum up until the final whistle. And extra time, the momentum shifted back to Argentina, because Argentina were the ones doing the playing. But I want to say this to Lautaro Martinez. That girl that you broke up with, wherever she is right now, give her a phone call and beg her for forgiveness, because there is no other explanation why Lautaro Martinez had such a horrible walk-up, except that he offended somebody. And he has to be woman. Because the way the chances fell to him, and he just couldn't get Argentina this win, was shocking. But it was a brilliant display. I would say it was the best World Cup I've seen because of the drama. So 1 minute, France looked completely out of it. The next minute, they were in it and looking like they were going to score, and they were going to go away with the win. But at the end of the day, it came down to the lottery of penalties. And penalties are lotteries until you have Emi Martinez in goal. So congratulations once again, Argentina. But let's take your messages.
Oh, yes, let's take the messages. I'm getting Twitter, I'm getting YouTube, I'm getting everything up. Okay, so we'll start off with YouTube, where Oluwasegun Ogundikpa says, congratulations to Messi and the entire Argentina. Messi is a pure class, way ahead of his generation. Finally, Messi is the GOAT, period. And Fanweezy says, did you notice that Messi and Mbappe did not greet each other after the match? Some Argentines went to console the French team. Is there beef between the two PSG
but they
players?
greeted each other at the start of the second half.
No, it's all
You
right.
saw the picture with them tapping each other.
It's all right.
Calm down.
They're cool.
No agenda this morning. This morning is not for agenda. This morning is not for agenda. It's for celebration.
And Dakpa from Ibadan says, congratulations to Argentina, who don't need to cry for a Vita again. The result of the 2022 Qatar World Cup doesn't imply that Argentina is the best footballing nation on the globe. What they have simply told us is that Lionel Messi is a far much better and more consistent soccer player than Ronaldo. End of controversy. Taya says, Tega, does Benzema get a medal being that he was selected, excused because of his injury, and his spot was not replaced by the coach? Also, why the beef with Macron by some of the players?
Okay, people should stop. Again, today is not for agenda. There was no beef. Macron consoled the players he consoled and he went off. But I don't know. I think because Benzema is registered and his name is still on that list, I think he should still get his medal because he wasn't replaced, if you remember. So I think he should still get his medal. I do not know. But I do know that he refused to come back to the team because there was some issue with BD Deschamps. And of course with the French people, or you know that the French people, just like the way some of you are with your president, the French people are like that with their president. Some French people said that France were doing well until Macron came. But I remember that Macron was there for semi-finals, so I don't know what they're talking about.
All right. And Femi says yesterday's final is proof that once it's your time, nothing on earth can stop it. Messi's no doubt a goat. And Femi, that's Femi from Festac, whilst Mecca from Amuwo says the goat debate is over. The only thing Ronaldo has now is muscles and six pack. And lots and lots and lots of training. What are you saying? Secondly, I hope the Americans can now see how big the difference between a final and a concert is. What a game! Lastly, with the World Cup over, now we can return to EPL football. I've missed our Teta Ball. It's been boring at the top. And Akin Adesoji says, last night was epic. A final of World Cup finals, the best World Cup final in my lifetime. Di Maria was emotionally shattered on the bench. Mbappe and Messi showed their true worth. All the individual awards were well deserved. The GOAT argument has finally ended. As a Ronaldo fan, I finally concede. Messi is the GOAT of this era. PSG to win the Champions League? Yes.
They're better because
and they laughing emoji.
Because PSG will just be looking at Mbappe and Messi and saying, "You so people can play football like this.
You better
give us UCL."
All right, we gotta take a break. We'll be right back.
You better give us UCL. Well, after all the money we paid, wait to pay for your contract.
So you can,
so you can score hat-trick in final. Okay, clap for yourself.
Man,
what
a game!
I can't wait.
Yo, what a game! Okay, let's see.
It was a game. It was a fantastic. I will watch it like 25 times. I wish they can just show the ceremony over and over again.
Messi asks God for help and he sends Martinez. Yesterday's final is proof. Okay, he's already sent this. I already read that one more time.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go over to Twitter.
We'll open the phone
Can
line.
you help me plug this? Make sure it's turned on at the wall, please. Twitter.
Am I told again? The way.
Twitter. Here we go. There was never a GOAT debate. It was just a figment of people's imagination.
I'm telling you, there was never a debate.
Even Lagos Hamilton came out to pepper the Messi haters today. You too. You did that pun. Oh, we're going to. Oh, this is such a cute picture. But I can't take that pun. I'm sorry. Lockerroom 981. There we go.
Oh yeah, Tega.
He never needed it to prove his goatness.
I'm telling you, he was always great.
Now he got it and people are still arguing and feeding. The best World Cup final ever. That's how you're done well.
What's it? Nonsense. Bunch of nonsense. Silly final. I swear, I pity them.
Who are you talking about?
These stupid Argentines.
Oh.
Made a 90 minutes game last for 2 hours. What a bunch of idiots.
How are you sure they weren't doing it for entertainment value? Because this is all anybody can talk about now. My God, that was a film all on its own. The ups, the downs, the sideways lunges.
Entertainment value my ass.
And at the end, the tears. Oh, the laughter and the tears.
This was such a dead game. Everybody was just like,
Then you resurrected. Isn't that what the message was about? Dead things can resurrect too.
I was watching a movie in between the match because the match was so useless. So just When they had an easy thing hard.
Ah, Mbappe.
Come on
Mbappe.
there. Come on there.
I can't watch this game again.
In my line of work, I can't afford any downtime. Sometimes I wake up and my calendar is light.
And this
A
guy
few
that,
moments later,
that they
I'm
had to
upset
he,
like
he
because
felt like they had to substitute him from outside the pitch.
I'm not complaining because I've got Rockstar Energy drink
He
to fuel my
was
grind. Oh, I'm trying to play by the way.
who
There
should
you
go.
go.
Energized with Rockstar, a premium energy drink to fuel
Mm,
your
nice
everyday
one.
hustle. Life is
Well, it was
full
good,
of
sir.
play.
I'm glad everybody had
With
fun.
Rockstar
The
energy
truth about that
drink.
is, if it were Ronaldo that won, no, if Messi didn't win yesterday, if you would have seen what social media would have done to
Oh
him,
God.
they would have dragged
Dude,
him by
that's that
his
second
pubic
crucifixion.
hair. Now that he has won, everywhere is quiet. All these Ronaldo fans, people are horrible people. That's why your guy didn't win. It's not like your guy was great before, but this would have helped his condition. You understand? They were waiting for Messi with sharp knife.
The knives met vibranium. They could not get through.
And you are listening to Smooth Breakfast.
I am feeling you. All right, let's get back into the messages and up on Twitter. We got this one in from Nathan Njoku who says he never needed to prove his goatness. Now he got it, and people are still arguing and hating. The best World Cup final ever. And he goes to say, OBO and Messi, what a combo, what a weekend.
Yeah, great weekend to see Davido back and performing. Wow,
Yeah,
that's a lot of
and I
dream.
love that he said that. Oh, I'm back. I loved it.
I loved it. Well, it was great to see him back.
Yeah, and it was a good show.
Mhm.
Femi says, Tega, it was a technician game. The Argentine coach got it right and missed it when he removed Di Maria. He also says, I disagree with you. The substitute did not respect Messi and the likes of what Griezmann did.
Which substitute?
Why are you looking at me?
No,
Oh, okay.
because I wonder what to say. Which
Huh?
substitute?
We're trying to think here.
I can't be dwelling on that message, please.
Because which substitute did you speak about? You
Yeah.
spoke about Deschamps now and France. Mosh from Ikeja says, now that the dust has settled, the Qatar World Cup is the best tournament ever in FIFA's history. On a lighter note, Messi should thank Mopi for Leno's injury that gave Martinez his chance in the spotlight. And Ronson says, hey, gosh, wow. Martinez conceded 8 goals and still won the Golden Glove. I was rooting for Bono, but nonetheless, Emiliano was fantastic. Sha, says Ronson. He goes to say, I beg to differ. Deschamps changes were all fantastic and tactical.
Not even
Thuram,
remotely.
Coman, it's all very,
Let me
very
tell you what he
tactical.
did. Ronson, the reason you think it's tactical is because it works. You know how when you do something and it enters, everybody say, oh, brilliant. And then it fails. They say, what did you do? He didn't. He took out a proven goal scorer in Giroud. Brought in Thuram. How is that tactical? He just wanted to try something new. He just tweaked it. He gambled. And now people are calling it tactical brilliance. He gambled. You guys should know the difference between the two. There was nothing tactical there. Something was not working. He decided, you know what? I'm just going to change and see how it works. And he changed. And it eventually worked. And it didn't work immediately because remember the changes were all the way in first half. But the goals came 10 minutes to the end of the game. So people should be coming down with this, your tactical. There was no tactical there.
How about YouTube? Ahmad Balogun says, Messi asked God for help and he sent Martinez. And Big E from Katie says, what a football final. This match gave the fight of the century. The last World Cup final was boring between France and Croatia. That match was too easy. Messi has finally done it again and upgraded his GOAT status to a diamond platinum standard. But Ronaldo is still a GOAT. He has his own record. Tega, you can see Mbappe is an upcoming GOAT. Hat trick in the final. Who don't run him before?
Okay, let me explain this in English language. Greatest of all time can be only one. That's why it is greatest. Not greater, not greats of all time. Greatest of all time can only be one. So no, Cristiano Ronaldo is not a GOAT. No, he's a fantastic footballer, but he's not a GOAT. In fact, he's not even top 5. Let me make people angry today. He's not top 5. If we count from Pele all the way down to Maradona, CR7 will not make top. He not even make top 10. Please, let's open the phone lines and see.
Hmm.
And for the next story with the.
Okay, so golden boots and golden ball. So Lionel Messi yesterday won the golden ball for
Calm
best
down.
player at
Person's already calling.
for best player at the World Cup, while Mbappe came second to Messi for that award, but did win the golden boot for the tournament's top scorer with 8 goals. All right.
Okay, so now we are going to open the phone lines.
Mhm.
So you watch the World Cup. Those of you that followed the World Cup all the way to the end. Who was at the end of the day they gave it to Lionel Messi for the MVP of the tournament. Golden ball. Golden boot. Clearly, nobody can argue with Mbappe. He scored 8
No, no,
goals.
no.
There's
It's all
no
right.
dragging on that. But who was your player of the tournament, and who was your biggest flop in this tournament? The numbers to call.
01448991. Get the calls in already. There are too many messages. I
Okay,
can't
so
believe I
while we
said
wait
that.
for your phone calls, you tell us who was your player of the tournament, who did it for you. All right.
Hello, good morning.
Hello,
Hello, good morning. What's your name and your location?
this is Nelson.
Okay, Ronson, go right ahead.
Okay, for me, I think, okay, first of all, this World Cup is the greatest of all that I've ever seen. Yes. Then, for the best of the tournament, I feel it's Mbappe because he did, but I know they were going to, it was going to for Messi because even in 2014 when I didn't root for him, they gave him. So I was just thinking it should be for Messi. But
All right, then, Ronson.
yeah, hold on, please.
Real quick, then.
Okay, I think Messi is the greatest of this era, not the greatest of all time.
I beg you, calm down. Cristiano Ronaldo
Oh,
people, come and be going. Today I'm going to be clapping for you.
wow, Tega. You didn't let
Bitterness
him
is a bad
land.
thing.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and your location?
Hello, good morning. Morning, Tega.
Good morning. Your name and your location?
What is it?
All right, go right ahead.
For VR.
Okay, go right ahead, Yinka.
You know, Tega, this morning I don't sure. Because I wanted to start on this. I don't have to take that conversation.
I refuse to, Yinka, and I can dead your conversation just to let you know. Go ahead.
Jobo is there too. Anyway, for this tournament, I think we need to give it to Messi. He wanted it. He was hungry for it, and he got it. So let us give it to him. As for Cristiano Ronaldo, sorry, but for Mbappe, you know what? I'm happy for Mbappe because there's still many more World Cups
Oh my
for him
God,
to
it'll
win.
be from
He
my
did fantastically
flop
well this
is
tournament,
CR7.
and I really appreciate him. As for Giroud, he's the most underrated striker in the history of all tournaments.
True, true.
Big shout out to to the guys who made this happen. The Platinums and Co. I know what I know. Right.
Thank you. All right,
All
that's
right.
true. Yeah, Giroud is very underrated. But my player of the tournament is not any of these guys that people are calling. No. I mean, Messi deserved the golden
I'm
ball, but
listening.
yeah, but my player of
Say
the
it.
tournament for me would be Antoine Griezmann. Understated but effective. He did his work from the start to the finish.
Are you guys
He
listening?
That for me was my player of the tournament. My biggest flop of the tournament, I'll tell you later.
Somebody has already said. Obi from Ago said is Ronaldo. Hello, good morning. What's your name and your location?
My name is Ibi. I'm calling all the way from Uju Akwa State.
Okay, go ahead. Share your thoughts.
All right, for me, the MVP of this tournament, I give it to Messi. First, I'm a Man U supporter, but because of what Ronaldo did for us, I've been all out to Messi. Messi should take it, and I
Hey,
celebrate
I
with him.
can't really
So
hear.
that's me.
Okay, cool. Thank
Your
you.
line is not
Your
really
line was a
clear.
bit I think we got it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Man U supporter, but Messi.
Messi is
Nice
his
one.
favorite.
Nice
Yeah.
one.
All
Nice
right.
one. All right. Let's focus on the messages for the final couple of minutes
All
because
right.
boy, there are a lot. Ali says Tega came with the violence this morning. So much confidence to just sweep Cristiano to the back easily like autumn leaves. And Obi from Agro says flop is CR7. MVP is Messi.
Yeah.
Obi, you have said it. And you are not on saying it. This one in Nero Cello says, congrats to Messi. He's still not as good as Pele. Every skill most footballers show on the pitch, Pele did it first.
Mm.
And Bimbo from VI says, I think the only reason we compare Ronaldo with Messi is that we have to compare Messi with someone.
Oh, Mima, you have taken my applause for the year. This is you are my guy. That's it. They're always comparing him with somebody.
Well, he's they're not exactly in the same category. Messi is the GOAT forever. Wow, I need to screenshot this message. Bimbo, you've
same
tried.
here.
You've tried. And Josh comes in with a letter, says, Dear Chopin and Tega, I'm still recovering from yesterday's chaotic emotional moments. I was going to get something to snack on to prepare for the trophy handover when I heard the shout of goal. I said, small thing, Argentina will see it through with their blood. Then just as I was taking my seat, the second goal went in. I was like, can't Argentina just do things the easy way? Why must they labor for everything? What a game. What a World Cup. What a GOAT. If PSG fail to win Champions League, the owners must rethink their investments.
No, they must collect this post. They shouldn't pay them salary. They should owe them. They should owe them.
All right. And messages.
Oh, let's see this IK's.
Oh, IK. Okay. IK says, Tega, your opinion on the substitution is your own opinion and you can't force us to accept it.
But you came to locker room to listen to my opinion.
That's all, folks. We've ended the show. you can come to her, or if you bring violence, expect more from her up on Twitter. She's at Tega Supreme. All right. And yeah, her tweets are just as sharp as her sayings. So watch out for them. At Tega Supreme up on Twitter. And you can find out what she does at LIS International. By following at LIS International. Coming up 9 o'clock, Lagos, you will be talking. Locker Room is done and we are out. Thank you for all the messages. And real quick, this final one in because it's not YouTube without LK Aderogba. I agree with Tega. He was efficient and effective. Sadly, people only recognize who scores goals. Griezmann. All right, you have another one. And we're done.
Thank you.